My name is Frazier. Morning. I'm the Executive Director of Building Opportunities for Self-Sufficiency, also known as BOSS. I was hired at BOSS in January 1st, 2013, so I've been here about 6.5 years. What we do is we develop solutions to mass incarceration, mass homelessness, and community violence. And as a result of that, we found that a lot of administrative and legislative policies impact the people that we serve. And it creates a circular system of despair and dependency. And what we did, we started a social justice collective, and we partnered with California for Safety and Justice, we partnered with Northern California ACLU, Alameda Center for Human Rights, and a lot of other advocacy organizations, All of Us and None, to really look and see what we can do. So we started out with voter registration and education, and we were doing that countywide, and we had a focus on Oakland.
I started practicing law in the 1990s when the three strikes went into effect. When a bunch of one strike and you're out laws went into effect. And the legislature came up with 4 ways to get life imprisonment that I can count. And so I think we're still dealing with the inertia of those laws that were enacted in the 90s. And I can give you an example. In October of 2011, Penal Code Section 4019 was changed to allow for half-time credits for everyone who was in jail. Used to be 1/3 credits. It took years for the sheriff to actually follow that without an order from the court. And finally, the county council got involved several years later. Finally, the sheriff started honoring that. We see things like that throughout the system every day. We have inertia that prohibits us from enacting these new laws that are going into effect that are helping my clients.
This country has a long history of racism and white supremacy. And what that does is it creates groups of others, people who are banished to the outside. And that history has followed us into the future because we have not done anything to stop it. Now, I work in accounting, and what I see as one of the greatest barriers to reform is people having this belief of too much justice. And because California has this progressive reputation, people get it into their heads sometimes where we've taken care of that. We've passed this particular bill, so we need to move on to criminal justice reform.
When I first got up there, I told a piece of my story. And I ain't gonna say it's a story, it's a piece of my life. Because this is a lived experience, And it was a police chief here. His name is highlighted in this thing, you can read it yourself. And he said he didn't know what felonies did to human beings' life. When he first started off as a police, he said he was congratulated that, you got a felony arrest. They gave high fives, and, that's how you get promotions, and that's how you move up in rank, you get the felony arrest. So things that were wobblers, and that could have been either way or anything, they were pushing to get the felony arrest, not realizing how this was a lifetime effect that was going on in so many people's lives. He broke down because he had no idea.
Piloting a different pathway for those individuals. The way it works is that all eligible people are sent to an evaluator and then a random selection of who goes into the JRP program, Justice Restoration, and who stays in the traditional pathway that we've always done, albeit very improved since Chief Still has come on board. And for those individuals that are going through the program, it's very comprehensive in terms of support and peer specialists that are with them, and addressing housing, addressing education, addressing all the needs, not what we think they need, but what they know, what they want, and what we want to support them to find that pathway, to be able to set their goals, and we support them to help them build their hope for having their life look different than it has been.
Does anybody want to share?
First one, and if you look on the thing, you look up Eddie Ellis, you start seeing position papers written by Eddie Ellis and Divine Pryor that talks about language. So like what I'm saying, where do your histories reside? Because we have a rich history, but sometimes we don't know our history, right? So I think that everybody else that start tampering with the language and changing the language, that conversation started probably in New York prisons.
But with that said, I'm really excited to talk with you about SB 1004. We talked about how significant barriers are created by felony convictions. So SB 1004 is a piece of legislation that allowed 5 counties to basically, instead of charging individuals with a felony conviction and youth that are 18 to under 20 years of age, they could go into this alternative program that we created out at the Juvenile Justice Center. And individuals can basically spend part of their time. There has to be a full evaluation, wraparound services, but then they progress out back into the community. But the beautiful thing about this is if the individual completes their program, they never get that felony conviction on their record.
And I want to connect that with this current housing crisis that's happening here in Oakland as well as everywhere else. Part of what's driving it is not what they said, their narrative around mental health issues or substance abuse issues. A lot of that is driven by criminal justice reform because more people are coming home, but they're experiencing these barriers. And I want to add something too. It's not an easy proposition to share that you are formerly incarcerated. Why? Because our demographic, we become what I call system savvy. What I mean by that is we learn and understand that our criminal record serves as a barrier. So I would not be willing to disclose to you that I have this record if I already know it's going to be a barrier. This happens across the board. One of the things that's making this campaign successful, and we're very near to adding to the Berkeley City Council real soon, is the fact that all of a sudden is another city. Transformation can only occur